Hill was not charged and no one was harmed. He reportedly got upset after she accused him of not being involved enough with their daughter. North Carolina's GOP-led Senate has passed a bill to ban DEI programs at public colleges. The bill also requires schools to block policy supporting DEI goals. And Michelle Obama has shut down divorce rumors on Sophia Bush's podcast, saying she's focused on making her own choices and living with intention. You can listen to the whole podcast on iHeartRadio. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
It's time for a moment in Black history. In 1986, Dr. Patricia Bath invents a device for laser cataract surgery. Today, we take for granted the precision that lasers bring to the treatment of cataracts, which leads to blindness if not surgically removed. Thank ophthalmologist, researcher, and inventor Dr. Bath for this innovation. In 1986, she invented the laparoscopic probe to use in her new procedure for removing cataracts. In 1988, she was awarded a patent, her first of 5, for the laparoscopic probe, making her the first Black woman to earn a U.S. patent for a medical invention. Did you know that?
Muscle Shoals weather. The temp 58 degrees, under clear skies. Humidity 59%. The wind is from the southeast at 5 miles per hour. The forecast for this morning, mostly cloudy with a light breeze, 63 degrees. This afternoon, cloud-free and somewhat breezy. Temp about 78. Then this evening, scattered clouds and breezy, 67 degrees. Knox Media Group weather. Download our apps today. Music Muscle of the Shoals 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM. Currently 85 degrees. The forecast for this evening, cloudy and breezy. And the temp 77. Overnight, lots of clouds with some breeze, with a slight chance of rain. Temps about 72. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy. The temp about 84. Saturday, some cloud cover and windy. The temp 84. We are the Knox Media Group. Music Muscle of the Shoals. 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM. Bringing you the beats and the weather on the go.
Hello, everybody. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. Got a lot to tell you today, so stay tuned. Keep it locked in to 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and keep vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving, go. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we love you. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Love you. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh, no. I'm on the move. I really got that groove. I know. We've got the groove. Let you on the move. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. No, don't try to stop us. No. Got the groove. I really got that groove. No need in denying. Well, I ain't lying. I know. It's been far too long. Well, ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Just doing me while I get in line. Yeah. We're leaving the negative people way behind. Cause it ain't no. Please. Don't make me stop. See, I don't know where we're going or where we're gonna end up. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying over and over. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping us. See, it ain't no way. We won't kind of polish up. Keep us down. See, our time that finally came around. So we're on the move. We really got our groove. We're moving straight. We got it. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing today? It's Thursday. We're almost over that hill. Well, we over the hill. We almost finished, y'all. All right. Today is April the 24th. April is almost out of here. We're almost in May. And everybody know May is a very important month
one of the most important months of the year. It's my birthday. But anyway, today, know, I always start with the weather. The weather today in Florence, Alabama, as of right now, is 73 degrees, wind speed 6 miles per hour. It says zero chance of rain, but I don't know. I think it might storm tonight. But the high is supposed to get 77, low 64. Tomorrow, the high is 74, low 64. Saturday, partly cloudy, high 76, low 59. All right. In Dothan, Alabama, as of right now, it's 83 degrees, 53% humidity, 8 miles per hour wind. The high is supposed to get up to 86 today in Dothan, low 63. Friday, high 86, 64, low. Saturday, high 87, low 67. So you guys got some good weather coming ahead. Partly cloudy weather, but warm and beautiful. Lauderdale County, a chance of showers. I can't talk, y'all. A chance of showers and thunderstorms late this morning, then showers and thunderstorms likely this afternoon. High in the upper 70s, light and variable wind, chance of rain 70%. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorm, lows in the lower 60s, light and variable wind, chance of rain 50%. Now, tomorrow in Lauderdale County, showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms in the morning, then showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 70s, southwest winds around 10 miles per hour, chance of rain 90%. So prepare to get wet tomorrow and maybe today. This weather, you look at different channels and stuff, and they'll tell you different stuff. But anyway, in the news, y'all just make sure you keep yourself covered. This weather got a lot of people sick. Keep yourself covered. Get out of the rain. Don't walk in the rain. Get your umbrella or a poncho. I'm speaking to the choir now. But anyway, in the news, adult man is accused of sharing obscene photos with children on social media, police says. And this is in Dothan, Alabama. A Dothan man is behind bars facing a healthy bond after police say he posted photos of child sexual abuse material online. Arrest records show Christopher Edmond was arrested on Wednesday and charged with 7 counts of obscene material. According to the Dothan police, the investigation began in November 2024 when the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children sent a tip to investigators claiming someone from Dothan had shared a photo of a child being sexually abused on social media. Dothan Police Lieutenant Scott Owens said investigators discovered that Edmond had shared approximately 7 photos of children being sexually abused on social media. Edmond was booked into the Houston County Jail on a combined $210,000 bond. During the arrest, Lieutenant Owens said investigators seized Edmond's electronic devices and forensic searches for those devices could prompt additional charges. So this man gets off on kids being sexually abused. So they need to put him in jail with people that like to abuse men. I don't like that. But anyway, I'm sorry. Officials in Florence, officials identify Florence man killed in a wreck involving the 18-wheeler. Lauderdale County, one person was killed in a wreck involving an 18-wheeler on Wednesday afternoon in Lauderdale County, according to Lauderdale County Sheriff Joe Hamilton. Officials say 55-year-old Christopher Calvert was pronounced dead on the scene after his 2003 Ford Ranger struck a 2002 Freightliner tractor trailer. The driver of the tractor trailer, 31-year-old Xavier Collins, was injured and transported to North Alabama Medical Center for treatment. The crash occurred on Alabama Highway 20 near the 15-mile marker, 6 miles west of Florence. Excuse me. Y'all, that pollen ain't no joke. Troopers with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency Highway Patrol Division are investigating. So, condolences to that family of the man in Florence that got unalive. Muscle Shoals firefighter placed on administrative leave following arrest. In Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the city of Muscle Shoals released a statement regarding the city's firefighter placed on administrative leave following their arrest. The announcement came at about 4 p.m. on Wednesday. At this time, the name of the firefighter and the reason he was arrested have not been released. So they got a firefighter. They arrested him. And they ain't telling why. The city of Muscle Shoals is aware of the recent arrest of a firefighter employed by the Muscle Shoals Fire Department. We take matters of public safety and employee conduct very seriously and are committed to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and accountability with all city departments. Currently, this is an ongoing legal matter, and we are cooperating with law enforcement as they conduct their investigation. We recognize the impact such incidents may have on our community and the value trust placed in our public safety personnel. At this time, we respect the due process owed to all of our citizens in serious matters such as these. In accordance to the city policies and procedures, the firefighter involved has been placed on administrative leave pending further review. The city of Muscle Shoals remain dedicated to transparency as well as the security and welfare of its residents. We appreciate the community's patience and understanding as we navigate this evolving situation. Further updates will be provided as appropriate. So they arrested him, and they're not telling why, but they say he's on administrative leave, and they're cooperating with the law enforcement. Okay, guys, the topic of the day is homewrecker. And the reason I chose this topic is because, like I said, every night I stroll through social media and I just look at things and I be like, man, that's a good topic to talk about because a lot of people use that word and it's just flying around. It's flying around here more often lately, and people just call people homewreckers. And I saw this skit, and they say it was real. This girl, her dad stepped out on his mom with his life coach, and he moved in with his life coach. So the girl was like, "You should be prosecuted for uh, being a home wrecker and wrecking our home." And the dad was like, "Hey, step back. It's not her fault. It's my fault." But she blamed the woman. So in most cases, that other person is always the person that's to blame for being a home wrecker. But is that person really the home wrecker? Was the home already wrecked, or did she was she the reason the home was wrecked, or were they having problems and the person that approached that person are they the home wrecker? Who's really who's to blame? I mean, is everybody to blame? Is everybody a home wrecker in that situation? The husband, the wife, and the other person? Because it could be either or. It could be the woman stepping out on the man or the man stepping out on the woman. So who is really a home wrecker? The little girl, I guess she was a teenager and she was just mad. She was mad because her mom and dad wasn't together. And I guess back in the day, people stayed with each other. Marriages didn't, you didn't hear too much about divorce. And if you did, I mean, I didn't hear too much about divorce. My parents stayed together until my dad passed. So, and they were together for 50 some years. So, that's just like, I don't know. So, are people were they more understanding back in the day, or they just didn't want to destroy what they had built together? I just wonder about that sometime because I know everybody wasn't peaches and cream. Everybody relationship wasn't peaches and cream back then because you hear the stories. And you hear the stories about the baby being the milkman's and the baby being the doctor's or something like that. So you know it wasn't all peaches and cream. So who is the homewrecker? That's the question of the day. Who do you blame? Why do you always blame the outside person? Because sometimes it's the inside person that's the homewrecker. A homewrecker is a person who is blamed for the breakup of a marriage or family, especially due to having engaged in an affair with one member of the couple. So, excuse me. The call in number is 256 365 1000. Do not call the office number. The call in number is 256 365 1000. But in that situation, the little girl, the teenager, she accused the life coach. Now, a lot of if I always read comments because I like hearing different views. I like to hear how different people view different situations. And in that situation, you had some people saying, "Little girl, stay in your place, stay in a child's place." And I can understand that too, but that little girl was hurt. And the six states are Hawaii, Illinois, New Mexico, North Carolina, Mississippi, North Dakota, and Utah. Alienation of affection. And that's what they call it. When they sue somebody, it's called alienation of affection. And alienation of affection is a legal claim, though now rare, where a spouse can sue a third party for interfering with their marriage and causing a loss of affection from their partner. It essentially allows the wrong spouse to seek legal recourse for damages caused caused by the third party who allegedly interfered with their marriage, potentially leading to divorce. So, I mean, how do they determine that? Because some people marriages, people keep their stuff secret sometimes. So they could be having problems in their marriage and on the verge of getting a divorce and meet somebody. I don't know how that go, but it's called alienation of affection. So, while you guys think about what you want to say before you call in 256-365-1000. What are your views on the homewrecker? Who's really the homewrecker? Is it the outside person or is it the inside person or is it all three people? That's home wreckers. Because I just feel like if your home is happy, then whoever, the man, the woman, wouldn't step out unless they're just worldly people. So you know who you marry. I feel like if you took time to get to know that person, you know if that person is worldly or like other people or whatever, or can't be with one person. Some people just can't be with one person. And like I say all the time, I make posts about it, I talk about it, I do videos about it. When people tell you who they are, listen. And when they show you who they are, notice, because these people get into these marriages and the first thing they say is, oh, he or she knew how I was when they married me. And that's what they say. She knew I was a mutt. No, or he knew I was a mutt. So you can't just say that outside person is the reason your home was wrecked, because most 9 times out of 10, that outside person don't know nothing about you, don't know that that person is married or nothing, unless now if the person know, that's a different thing. That's a different story. That's a different subject. And I just feel like, man, it's not always the outside person. I don't think so. But everybody have their opinions on what's what. All right, guys. In other news, the federal judge temporarily blocks Trump's push to end DEI in K through 12 public schools. In Concord, New Hampshire, a federal judge, on Thursday temporarily blocked Trump's administration guidance forbidding diversity, equality, and inclusion efforts in K through 12 public schools. The ruling came in a lawsuit brought by the National Education Association and the American Civil Liberties Union, which accused the Republican administration of violating teachers' due process and First Amendment rights. In February, the U.S. Education Department told schools and colleges they need to end any practices that differentiate people based on their race, or they would risk losing their federal funding. Earlier this month, the department ordered states to gather signatures from local school systems certifying compliance with the civil rights law, including the rejection of what the federal government calls illegal DEI practices. The directive does not carry the force of law, but threatens to use civil rights enforcement to rid schools of DEI practices. Schools were warned that continuing such practices in violation of federal law could lead to U.S. Justice Department litigation and a term of federal grants or contract. So they fighting back, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's wonderful, and I think that judge deserves a pat on the back, because they sit up and let this man do whatever he wants to do. And in some cases, I mean, nobody know what he's thinking. But I mean, I really don't agree with the things that he's doing. I don't. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I just feel like he's targeting race. He's making race an issue. He's talking about he's trying to delete the racism and stuff like that, but you're making it worse. I feel like you are. But I feel like he's targeting brown and black people because everything he's doing, like stopping civil rights cases and settlements and all this kind of stuff. Why? If they have been found guilty, why? You were found guilty, but you're the president of the United States. So somebody showed you grace. Anyway, yeah, I get heated about stuff like that. Okay, guys. The topic of the day, I'm sorry, is home wreckers. And I need y'all feedback on how do y'all feel about home wreckers? Do y'all believe that the outside person is always the home wrecker? Or is it one of the inside people that are everybody involved, all three of them? Home wreckers. All right, guys. The Highland Park parade mass shooter Robert Crimo sentenced to life without parole. The man who killed 7 people and wounded nearly 50 more in an Independence Day mass shooting in suburban Chicago in 2022 was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole on April the 24th. Robert Crimo III, 24, unexpectedly pleaded guilty to 69 counts of murder and attempted murder in March for July the 4th in 2022, shooting during a parade in Highland Park, Illinois. The plea abruptly ended what would have likely been a lengthy trial. I wonder how would that be a lengthy I can't talk lengthy trial if I mean, they know he did it. So how would that be a lengthy trial? I mean, they say a lot of people are guilty until proven innocent. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm sorry, but that's how I go. They probably guilty before proven innocent. But my thing is, they know he did that. They know he killed those people. So why even have a trial? But anyway, Judge Victoria A. Rosetta announced in sentence of 7 consecutive life sentences. So he has 7 consecutive life sentences. I wonder why they do that. This man got 1 life. So just give him life in prison. Just say he got life in prison. Anyway, Crimo, who did not attend the hearing, received the maximum sentence as Illinois abolished the death penalty in 2011. So Illinois do not have a death penalty. So he will spend the rest of his life in prison until somebody decide, hey, I ain't got nothing to live for. And that's what happened. They be in prison. They put them in these prisons, and somebody don't like what they did. So they was like, hey, I got life anyway. They're not gonna give me the death sentence, so I'm gonna kill somebody. Rossetti said Crimo showed a complete disregard for human life, and it's beyond rehabilitation. That's no joke. This has absolutely no words that could capture the horror and the pain that was inflicted on July the 4th, she said. On April the 23rd and 24th, multiple people took to the witness stand to provide testimony about that day of the rampage, including a commander, a doctor, and a woman who had attended the parade with her family. Victims of the attack also addressed the court and spoke of the devastating impact the shooting has held on their life. Erica Weeder, a survivor of the shooting who was wounded along with her husband John, told the court she still suffers mentally from the traumatic incident. And I mean, that's normal. I mean, you're in a crowd and you probably don't know where the gunfire is coming from, and you see people getting shot, and it's just horrible. My brain was rewired, she said, describing how she is sensitive to noises and how the shooting took away her ability to bounce back from a stressful event. And I mean, you think about it, that's PTSD. She probably has PTSD now. And what do they call it? Shell shock. Is that the same thing? Lee, whose mother, Jacqueline Sundwam, was killed in the attack, said the rampage threw her world off balance. In a statement addressed to the gunman, she said, I hope you wake in the middle of the night gasping for air you don't deserve. Dana Rutter Ring attended the parade with her husband and three young children and described the scene of utter chaos that broke out when the gunfire started. She and her family fled to an underground garage over broke glass, and amid the terrifying screams of the parade crowd, they encountered a young boy who was covered in blood. Ring said through tears after attempting to find his parents. Ring brought him to her in law's home where they cleaned him and waited for the police. That night, officers picked up the boy to reunite him with his family. Ring eventually discovered that the young boy was 2-year-old Aiden McCarthy, whose parents, Kevin and Adra, was both killed in the attack. That's so sad. So, if you guys don't know what happened that day, Cremo fired on the crowd from the rooftop on July the 4th, 2022. So he was on top of the roof just killing people because he wanted to. Spraying more than 70 bullets, police said. He then fled and disguised himself as a woman. So he went crazy. This man wasn't crazy. He did that on purpose. That's what he wanted to do. He had a plan because for him to already have the disguise ready to put on after he did it, it was planned to evade authorities in chaos and was captured later on that evening after a manhunt. These 7 people killed. It was a 69-year-old man, a 78-year-old man, a 64-year-old woman, a 35-year-old woman, Kevin McCarthy, 37, Jacqueline Sundram, 63, and Stephen Stratus, 88. Cremo had a history of erratic behavior and had been visited twice by the police in the years before the attack, including in 2019 when authorities confiscated several knives because Cremo had threatened to kill everyone in his house. The rifle he used in the shooting was legally purchased. So if this man already said he was going to kill people and stuff like that, why didn't they have him put in a mental institute instead of just letting him go? He had a history of violence, had a history of wanting to murder people and stuff like that. Why do the police always let those people go? And then you have people in prison that didn't do nothing and they're in there for life. So I just don't understand it. You know this man's mind messed up. Mental illness is real. His father, Robert Cremo Jr., pleaded guilty in the November 2023 to 7 counts of reckless conduct and was sentenced to 60 days in jail and 100 hours of community service for agreeing to sponsor his son's gun license application. So the dad got sent to jail for 60 days for, I guess, co-signing, or they say agreeing to sponsor his son's gun license. So I guess he put his name on the application. So Criminal was expected to be tried before a jury before announcing his guilty pleas. Jury selection had already been completed and opening statements were about to begin March the 3rd. It wasn't the first time he had seemingly changed his mind unexpectedly. In 2024, Cremo agreed to plead guilty to multiple counts of first-degree murder and battery charges, but backed out of the plea deal during a hearing in June. He pleaded not guilty instead, compelling the judge to set a trial date. Ashley Beasley, who was at the parade with her son when the shooting broke out, told reporters outside the courtroom March 3rd that she felt an immense amount of relief when she heard Cremo pleaded guilty. I think there's a huge collective feeling of relief, she said. Our community wanted justice. So this man decided he was going to kill people that day and he was going to dress up like a woman. So they couldn't find him. But God, they found him. And thank God they did, because nobody like that needs to be on the streets. And they shouldn't have let him, after he had said he was going to kill everybody in the house, and they let him go. I don't understand it. It just don't make sense to me, but don't too much make sense these days. Common sense ain't even common no more. So, hey guys, I'm going to take a quick break. And I will be right back. You guys stay tuned to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and keep vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe.
Turn the music up. Yeah. I like the way the guitar sounds, you know what I'm saying? Tuck. Audio. Hit, man. King of swing. I'm looking for the ladies. There's a party until the morning comes. Where my ladies at? Until the morning. Where my party people at? Where my party people at? Eat. Until the morning. Where my party people at? Where my party people at? Eat. Oh, nah, nah. Let's go. Girl, I heard you had that ooh-wee. I wanna see if it's true. But I'm only talking about one night with me, love. If it's good, maybe two. Can you handle a freak? If I said I'm a freak, or would you just rather me play it cool? If I bought you a drink, could you handle the drink? Or would the drink bring the freak out of you too? Oh, can you love me till the morning come? I wanna know so I can love you till the morning. You, and that's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Check. Till they fold that no yoga mat. Check. Till they dare that don't hit me back. Check. Should've ran down, ain't no questions asked. Check. They chat. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Had a sad thing going on, it's just a home. Shit feel good inside, you know, don't wanna hold me. Get me up, you get me high. You my favorite coach, compress the line. Ain't stress off, that's my only vibe. I take it off, anytime if I'm feeling fine. I run it up, risk it all like I'm rolling dice. Taking it all, it's my second life. That's me. Passed out in the backseat. Cashed out on the back sand beach. Oh, you know my body. Oh, you know that's me. Shifty, you might get me. All I want to love is beside there.
Some of y'all go wash, some of y'all just go pops, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really gosh. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feeling you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you.
Yeah, only want you love me beside me.
But if it's for me, then for you, and that's the way I like it. Everything been okay. They salute me so damn much every time I show up with her brown face. Everything no cut off, y'all up, I'm really gonna trip out, babe. Load of 87 guts, we waiting on us, tell them I was on PCH. You f***ing with niggas that thinking they cuter than you? Oh, so you on your cycle, but he on this period too? Oh, the tables been turning so much, I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them, mistaking them for some white glue. Talk like Kenny, like Moss, like Solana. I promise, more bars. It's a waltz, it's a cradle. On a spaceship, shut the fuck up, get lost. No favors, I wager whatever you want. I bought something about a concern.
I feel worthless. I'm living on the edge.
It's been an hour since you've been gone, and that's too long, so come back home. I can't live without you, so I'll cry for you. Do anything that I can to feel that touch from your hand. Sorry that I want you, lady, what do I do? You know you're everything I need. Oh yeah, do what you want me to. I would do anything. Get on my knees for you. Oh, right. Yeah. What else is there to do? I don't know, but I'll cry. Lady, for me, girl, like a child. When you're not here, I can even smile. I can't think without you. My mind is always with you. Oh, it's amazing what you do to keep me falling in love with you. Girl, you are that I know. Where else can I go? I say you're everything I do.
Hello, you're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. I apologize, guys, for my voice. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I know the pollen it's been irritating me lately, but it's been raining, so it might be the weather. Who knows what it is? We're talking about home wreckers today. So if you guys want to chime in and give give me some ideas on what you think about home wreckers. It comes from a story off of TikTok. A girl approached her dad's side piece, I guess that's what you would call her, but he had moved in with her and everything. So she was upset with the woman for she said the woman was a home wrecker and she wrecked their home. But my take on it is, did the woman ask him to move in with her, or did he just decide to do that on his own? And who is considered the home wrecker? Is it her or him? I mean, it takes two. It's not just one, it takes two. And that just, I don't know. And as I stated, a home wrecker is a person who is blamed for the breakup of a marriage or a family, especially due to having engaged in an affair with one member of the couple. So I don't know. I mean, who's considered the home wrecker? Just because that person is the single person and the outside person, are they the home wrecker? Or what if that man didn't have that ring on when he met her or whatever? But in that case, he did because she was his life coach. She was his life coach, but still, it takes two. It's not just one person. That person, I mean, hey, now if that person had mind control over that other person and put a spell on them or whatever, then you could blame that person. But you can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do, not for real, unless they just a sucker or whatever. But you know, some people fall weak, and some people, we are of flesh, and we were born in sin. All right, y'all. A lot of people be wanting to sue the other person for damages and stuff, but in my head and the way I think, how can you sue somebody for damages when your person did it too? So do you sue both of them? And you still gonna be with that person? I don't understand it, but there are states that you can sue the person that you consider a home wrecker. In Hawaii, Illinois, New Mexico, North Carolina, Mississippi, South Dakota, and Utah. All right. Excuse me. I am so sorry. As of November 2024, it's a criminal offense to be a homewrecker. And the states, it's 16 states that, that agree with that law. And it's Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, New York, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Utah, Wisconsin, South Dakota. And it's heavily enforced, and it still exists on the books. So you can sue for that. And a lot of people are saying, what is adultery? This refers to sexual activity between a married person and someone who is not their spouse. So it's punishment for that in some places. And in the military, adultery can lead to jail time. Extramarital sexual conduct that is to good order and discipline or brings discredit upon the armed forces is a crime punishable by up to a year in confinement and dishonorable discharge. And they won't get paid. So, I mean, you better think before you do. Like that song say, it's cheaper to keep her. You better leave that stuff alone. And I mean, I just feel like if you're not happy, go to counseling or something. Um, go to counseling or something. That's all I gotta say. We got a caller.
Yeah, you know I was coming.
Caller, you're on the air.
How you doing? Good
I'm
afternoon.
good. How are
Can
you?
Hear me? Oh, great topic today. Great topic. Where do I begin? Let's see. You brought up the Bible a second ago. What you say? We were shaped in sin.
We were born in sin.
Okay. But some of the Bibles say shaped in iniquity as well. You know, we were conceived in sin and shaped in iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that's just a little, mustard to go with that beat. But Jesus said, if a man looks at a woman with lust in his eyes, he's already done the act. Do you agree?
I guess if Jesus said it.
Well, once again, that goes back to what the book said. But no, I'm just saying. And yes, in other countries, that person can be put to death for infidelity. Definitely in the western part of the world, or the eastern part. I'm sorry, the eastern part of the world. But I was just curious to know, what are your thoughts about the home wreckers? Your home ever been wrecked?
I'm not married. No.
Wait a minute. You mean a single person don't live in a home or live in
A
a
single
house?
person do live in a
Oh, my
house,
bad.
but
So has your house been wrecked?
I haven't had a home wrecker. No, I never had a home wrecker. So, but what
Have
I'm
you ever wrecked in the houses?
probably so, but no, just that's a
I
joke,
know it ain't
y'all.
easy.
That's
It
a
ain't
joke,
easy.
y'all. I promise it's a joke.
Yeah, hardy, hardy, hard.
But
But
yeah, my question was, what are your thoughts of a home wrecker? My idea is you can't blame that outside person all the time because it takes two. So why is that person considered the home wrecker if the person that's married is stepping out on the marriage? That's the
okay,
home wrecker.
I hear all of that. And you remember, I hope you remember the story with Jesus helped the lady and he had to write in the sand. The lady that quote unquote was caught in adultery, caught in the act of adultery.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, unfortunately, yes, that is the case in a lot of cases, the outside person. But then again, you said it takes two. I believe also that the two that were in the marriage are at fault
exactly.
or to blame as well.
Have you been listening? I said sometimes it's all three because I mean, if your home is happy, why is that person stepping out? But some people are just like that, you know? And like I said, some people marry people and then they'll be like, well, they married me because they married me. They knew how I was when they married me. So, I mean, that's just crazy.
And also, I think the climate, or if you will, the world now has been exposed to this spirit of polygamy, where people believe that they can have multiple wives, multiple husbands, extramarital or extra partners, however. So there is a spirit that is out there that is devised to break down the unit that God has created to be the first institution. And once again, Pastor, I'm just trying to fill in, not trying to move in. I'm just filling in, old school preacher pastor. Just trying to get in where I fit in. God bless.
All right.
Are we good?
Thank you for calling.
God bless. Later.
All right, guys. Y'all call in with your ideas on what you think a home wrecker is or how you feel of a home wrecker. We went to the Bible just now. So let me know how y'all feel. 256-365-1000. Thank you, caller, for calling in and giving us your outlook on home wrecking. And I mean, you just got to look at it and be real about it. It could be the outside person. It could be. They could target. It's a lot of people out here that see happily married people that seem like they're happily married, and they just want to disrupt that. And they will do everything possible to do it because they know that the flesh is weak. So I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. But you have some people that's totally innocent in the situation. Everybody out here, I ain't gonna say everybody. A lot of people out here are looking for love. And sometimes they look for it in the wrong places. And they be at the wrong place at the wrong time and meet the wrong person. And that person might not even have their ring on. Isn't 100% honest. And be like, I'm single and all this kind of stuff. And be married all alone. And I think that's very stupid. I think if you meet somebody, you should Be transparent. Be honest with them and tell them. Let them decide if they want to be a home wrecker or not. Don't just force that upon them and then the other person come in and all mad and stuff because you're with their person, but you don't know nothing about them. And that's horrible. To me, that's horrible. And the person brought the Bible, the caller brought the Bible into it and said, and this says in the Bible, adultery is considered understood as sexual intercourse between a married person and someone who is not their spouse. This definition extends to a married person having relations with anyone other than their legal spouse. The Bible also addresses adultery as a broader context, including sin of lustful intents and even spiritual adultery. And the caller has said that if you look at somebody in lust and you're married, then that is considered adultery. So I think and if that be the case, I guess a lot of people have committed adultery because I mean that goes for um, people watching porn, people looking at OnlyFans and stuff like that in a lustful way. People looking at Facebook. You know what I'm saying? People just turning the TV on. So that's just like y'all better pray. Y'all better pray. All right, guys. In the news, a popular Dothan breakfast spot is closing, and I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, a popular Dothan restaurant specializing in breakfast food has closed its doors. On Monday, Breakfast at Tammy's announced on social media that the restaurant would permanently close. It is with heavy hearts that we make this decision, but we are also filled with deep appreciation for each and every one of you who made Breakfast at Tammy's part of your mornings. Thank you for believing in us, for sharing your time with us, for being part of our journey, said Breakfast at Tammy's owner on Facebook. Breakfast at Tammy's was a popular eatery near downtown Dothan in the 400 block of Railroad Avenue. I hate to hear that. I so was gonna go eat breakfast at Tammy's when I go down to Dothan with the old school preacher and the church secretary. But look like we got to find another spot. All right, guys. In Lauderdale County, Handle with Care Alabama program began rollout in Lauderdale County. In the shows, the Lauderdale County Sheriff Office and school systems are teaming up to help students who have been through traumatic events. They've rolled out new incentives to protect students. The Handle with Care program, the Handle with Care Alabama program. The Handle with Care program gives school officials a heads up whenever a student, has an encounter with the Lauderdale County deputies outside the school, whether it be during a domestic violence situation, a house fire, or any other potentially traumatic event for that student. Educators are told to handle that student with care through an online database the deputies and teachers have access to. Lauderdale County Sheriff Joe Hamilton said no details of what occurred were released to school employees. They were just told that the student was in a situation that could have been traumatic. I think that's wonderful. I do think that's wonderful because when you go through a traumatic event or experience, your mind ain't on what it's supposed to be on. And kids, they don't know how to handle, adults don't know how to handle situations, but being a child in school and something crazy to happen in your life, you're not focusing. So I mean, I feel like a teacher should know, especially if you got a straight A student and then the grades just drop. It's something going on in that household because kids don't know how to explain. They don't know how to handle, and some adults don't know. But as for these kids, I think this is a wonderful thing for them to partner up with the schools and let them know, hey, is something going on, so handle this child with care. I think that's beautiful. Anytime that you go to call and there's a minor involved or a child involved, all the officers seem to really care about that. And it's just the way that we can help, even after we're clear off. Even after we're clear off the call, we can still help that child along the way, Sheriff Hamilton said. He said mostly it's so that employees know that if a student show up late, they don't have their homework, they're wearing the same clothes as they did the day before, that was due to what happened the night before or the morning before. All the deputies had to go through training to use the program, and they were not the only ones. Employees at the Lauderdale County school system also went through training on using the program. Whitney Coates with Lauderdale County Schools said that the program is completely free, an extra layer of security that the system will put to use immediately. And other schools need to take that up under their wing because, oh gosh, it's a lot of things happening and the kids be right there and they are involved. A lot of people be like, oh, that don't have nothing to do with the child. Yes, it does. It bothers them. If they have a house fire, you know what I'm saying? If their parents are fighting, if somebody in their family died, you got to be sensitive. You got to have compassion, empathy. You got to know how to handle these cases because some teachers are mean and they know they're mean and they could be meaner than the kids. Some of them bully, but we have some good teachers. I my hat is off the JV's teacher, me and her have each other the number, and whenever JV do something that he know he ain't got no business doing, she called me and she let me know. And he already know what's gonna happen when he get home. So handle with care is just an extra layer of protection, said Coates. Coates said the training was really helpful. She said the employees from the National Children Advocacy Center came out and explained that teachers and school employees are not meant to investigate what happened to the student. They are just there in order to observe student. Coates even added that if the students seem to be doing well, teachers and employees would just continue to observe and not step in. This will really help that school to know that the child may act a little different. We also have a great resources in the shows and have great relationships with them. It does take a village. Again, handle with care is going to be another layer of protection. So I think that's a good thing. It's beautiful really because man, even when the little kids, it's a lot of little kids that get arrested for doing things, for stealing or whatever. I just feel like, man, it's so much going on. Some of them be stealing just to eat, and that's sad. So these teachers, this is a great program. Handle with Care, Alabama program. Excuse me. All right, guys. A teen faces attempted murder charge after allegedly poisoning his mother's milk with bleach. As I say every day, these stories get crazier and crazier, and some of them might. It's allegedly this happened, but this People Magazine got this on there because this is a crazy story. The 77-year-old woman, victim, had noticed an unusual odor coming from the milk after pouring it in from a gallon container. Per arrest affidavit obtained by People Magazine. A Florida teenager is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder after being accused of putting bleach in his adopted mother milk. On Saturday, April the 19th, around 11 a.m., local time, police responded after the victim claimed the suspect had allegedly tried to poison her with Clorox. That's crazy. So the 77-year-old woman had noticed an unusual odor coming from her milk when she poured it from the gallon container. And 17-year-old Spaniel is now facing charges of poisoning, attempted felony murder, and aggravated abuse of an elderly person, according to the online activity report. According to the body cam footage, the victim recalled what had happened that morning, telling police, yes, the milk. He put Clorox in my milk. She then told the police the milk had been in the container and she'd had some. However, she only had a little bit because she tasted. Police shared a clip of the suspect being taken out of the house, revealing he'd been hiding in his room with the dog. According to the online activity report, the victim was taken to the hospital for medical treatment. It also claimed that the suspect had a history of battering. The arrest affidavit stated that the victim was the only person in the home who drinks milk, suggesting she was the intended target. So he intended to poison his adopted mom, and by putting Clorox in the milk. Clorox has the most strong smell. It's a strong smelling solution. So I'm sure, almost positive, milk couldn't hide that. The suspect allegedly told the police he had retrieved the bleach from the laundry room, opened the milk container, and poured the bleach into it. According to the affidavit, he could not confirm the quantity, but admitted he knew that the bleach could harm someone and had intended it to be his mom. He just wanted to make her sick, he said. He said he wasn't trying to kill her. He was just trying to make her sick. According to authorities, he allegedly stated he was angry at the victim and no longer wished to live in the home. So instead of just doing that, why didn't you just tell the woman, I don't want to live here anymore? Oh my God, you had to try to kill her? Because bleach is potent. All right, guys. In other news, they said a bill would prevent Alabamians from buying soda with SNAP dollars. And for those of you who do not know what SNAP dollars are food stamps. Birmingham, Alabama, a bill recently filed in Alabama legislature could prevent you from purchasing soda with SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps. House Bill 579, sponsored by State Representative Mac Butler, R District 30, would prohibit the purchase of sodas using the program benefits in the states. If a waiver from United States Department of USDA is granted, the food and drink items eligible through the food stamp program, are determined on federal level through the USDA. That's why the bill would require a waiver to include the purchase of a soda through food stamps. Okay. Mac Butler believes while everyone should be able to use their own money to buy whatever food and drinks they want, it's different when it comes to the tax dollar. He said the government should be encouraging the purchase of healthy items. Butler said his main concern is for his children's health and development, adding he wants to ensure they're getting quality food. It's targeting children that are developing, because I think that where the most critical need is to look at the demographic of the children, he shared, but it would impact the adults as well. He said healthy children make healthy adults. The goal is in educating a child to get them either college or career ready, to make them responsible citizens, to make them tax-paying citizens. If you're feeding them garbage, it's making them sick. They're going to wind up being dependent forever. But if we can get them the resources they need and the food they need, the future is bright. So basically, what he's saying is, if you eat junk, you're going to turn into junk. But if you eat healthy, you could be a college student, or that's the most, okay. I feel like kids should eat and drink healthy, but everybody has different palates. Everybody have different taste buds. And I mean, dang, this healthy food is higher. Are you going to raise the food stamp amount? Because you go into Publix and you go and buy some healthy food, what's considered healthy. These days, the healthy food ain't healthy. So what do you eat? Because the vegetables are being poisoned, the water has chemicals. It's just crazy. You don't know what to eat no more. What is considered healthy? Even the fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to be in the country. I want to raise my own garden. I want to raise my own fruit. I want to raise my own meat. I don't want to eat nothing coming from the government. But, what can you do now? Because they're putting steroids in the chicken and the cows and everything you eat. And then the vegetables, they putting spraying the chemicals on it. It's just wild out here. But this man said that healthy children make healthy adults. And the goal is educating the child to get them to either college or a career. So if they eat healthy, they're going to go to college and they're going to have a good career. That's what he said, allegedly. But y'all heard what it said. And I'm reading it from the thing. The latest study from the USDA on what people are buying with food stamps is from 2011. It shows soda is the number one thing that they're spending it on. Anti-hungry group oppose SNAP food restrictions, though, saying that the research shows that those using stamps are no more likely, other than low income Americans, to buy sugary drinks. Okay, like I said, the healthy stuff is expensive. The juice, the natural juices and stuff. I mean, be real, because some of the juice that you buy has stuff in it other than juice. The orange juice ain't real. All that stuff ain't real. They got chemicals and colors and all that kind of stuff in there. So you gonna stop them from drinking juice? I don't get it. And then the natural juice, the juice that they say came straight from the fruit, it's like $5 a thing. So I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. But if you're gonna do that, I feel like you should raise those people allowance, because, as I said, healthier food is higher. It's more expensive than junk food. And that might be the reason why people buy junk food, because it's cheaper. So raise the price of the junk food. You raise the price of everything else. The Food Research and Action Center is one organization against banning items. They say rather than limiting excess fuel stigma and making the program more difficult and costly to administer, lawmakers should be focused on expanding resources, promoting healthier food access, and more urgently opposing the harmful proposal to weaken SNAP. Butler says because the bill was introduced so late to the legislative session, he doesn't expect to pass this year, but he does hope to start a conversation around healthy eating. And I think they should have a conversation about healthy eating. I think they should have a conversation about healthy prices. I think they should have a conversation about the president. I think they should have healthy conversations about a lot of things in the world. And I mean, stop focusing on people buying drinks. Because, I mean, how much is a drink? 16 ounce or whatever it is. I stopped drinking sodas. Now every now and then I get a sip because I need that to relieve some gas or something. I'll drink a drink. I'll take a sip of a drink. But I was addicted to the Mountain Dews, and they cause so much damage to my kidneys. So I do not buy sodas. Will not buy sodas. And I follow this guy on Facebook, and he shows you how to go in the store and look at the ingredients on your on the food that you buy, like rice. Some people say that the rice ain't real, and it's not. Oh, it's a lot. It's so much. The bleaching and all that kind of stuff, enriched, and it's a lot of stuff. We'll talk about that on another date. But he is very knowledgeable about health. He used to be real big. He was a big dude. He was probably almost 300 pounds, and it wasn't muscle. And he decided to just change his life one day. So he started eating healthy. He started eating vegetables and stuff like that. So he started growing his own vegetables in his backyard, and he lived in the city. But it was it's you just gotta. I'll try to get his name so I could tell you guys about it or where to find him. But he showed you how to grow your cabbage after you don't have. He don't spend money. He spend a little money. He'll go buy a cabbage, and then he'll cut the core off and grow cabbage from the core and stuff. And it's really neat. You need to check him out. I'll give you his name a little bit later. All right, guys. The topic of today's show is homewreckers, and the way I got that topic is I was scrolling through social media, and a little girl, well, a teenager, had approached her dad's side piece. I guess that's what you would call her, and it ended up being his life coach, and she was livid. She was so mad, and she was like, "You can lose your license and stuff like that." And he was like, "Leave her alone. It was me." She never approached her dad. She never said nothing to her dad. Her dad he moved in with the life coach. And the girl said, "How do you feel about being a home wrecker and stuff like that?" So I wanted to tap in on that and see what you guys thought about the home wrecker deal. Do you consider her as the home wrecker? Or is he the home wrecker? Or is the mom the home wrecker? You don't know. And like they said, they was telling her to stay in her place and stuff like that. If you don't know the situation with your mom and dad, they might have been thinking about getting a divorce sooner. A lot of people, I talk to a lot of people. That's what I do. I talk. I just talk. And I found out that a lot of people stay in their marriages for the kids. Kids don't even know what's going on until they get to college. Then they get to college, they get a divorce. So it's just like,
I'm looking for just an affair. Want a love that is based on truth, not just dare. Not hurt my pride if right now you decide that you are not ready to settle down. If you want my heart, then it's time that you start to act like you're mine in the light and the dark. If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. If you want me, show it. If you need me, prove it. If you love me, say it. If you trust me, do it. If you want me, show it. If you need me, prove it. See now actions speak louder. So don't just say things that I've already heard on. So
wish and blow out the candlelight. For tonight is just your night. We're gonna celebrate all through the night. Pour the wine, light the fire. Girl, your wish is my command. I submit to your demands. I will do anything. Girl, you need only ask. I'll make love to you like you want me to. And I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you when you want me to. And I will not let go till you tell me to. Girl, relax, let's go slow. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm just gonna concentrate on you. Girl, are you ready? It's gonna be a long night. Throw your clothes on the floor. I'm gonna take my clothes off too. I've made plans to be with you. Girl, whatever you want me to do, I can do. I'll make love to you like you do. Hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love when you need me. I will not let go. You tell me to. Baby, tonight is your night, and I will do you right. Just make a wish on your night. Anything that you ask, I will give you the love of your life, your life, your life. I love like you need to.
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to the to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama. The vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. They might be here tomorrow. I got some announcements for you guys. And Knox Media Group is giving away a car. All you have to do is go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe, leave your email in the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to be in the drawing to win this car. We need to get our numbers up, so you guys tell a friend to tell a neighbor to come on in and join. All right, guys, call your life remembered. We have all your printing needs covered. You dream it, we make it. Obituaries, business cards, backdrops, 3D t-shirts, cups, hats, graduation stoves, blankets, and embroidery. You dream it, we make it. Call 256-367-0887. Also call your life remembered if you want to rent this 360 booth. If you want to make your next gathering unforgettable, call your life remembered. 256-367-0887 for the 360 booth. Tuxedo rentals. Call your life remembered if you need some tuxedos. It's prom season, wedding season. It's going to be wedding season all year. So if y'all need those tuxedos, call your life remembered, and that number is 256-367-0887. Also, guys, mark your calendars for August the 29th at 7 p.m. Galilee Missionary Baptist Church presents the Knox Media Group welcomes Dr. Pastor Jamal Bryant. It will be a gala dinner. The theme is moving forward against the odds. It'll be held at the Renaissance Resort and Spa. You better get those early bird tickets now. www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. Or you could call 256-712-2887. And we'll guide you through. All right, guys, mark your calendars also for May the 24th. JD Entertainment presents and 360 Production Group presents the 28th annual Joe Douglas Old School and Blues Festival. R&B, funk, hip hop, southern soul. They'll have the Isley Brothers, Big Daddy Kane, Lavelle, Midnight Star, Pokey Bear, Lattimore, Frank Johnson, Latasha. She used to be the lead singer for Escape. Most of all, and that's Saturday, May the 24th. To get tickets for the Old School and Blues Festival, visit www.jde.live for tickets. That's www.jde.live. It says the show must go on. Ivory Joe Douglas. The address is 502 Quarter Mountain Road, Harvest, Alabama, 35749. Also, mark your calendars for May the 25th. That's on a Sunday, y'all. It's the 4th annual Remembering Our Veterans Through Music concert. We have different genres of music. You guys just come on out. It's going to be fun. The scenery is beautiful because McFarland Park is very beautiful. That's where I go to get my peace. I love the scenery. I love outdoors. I love just looking at the water. So you guys come on out and enjoy great music, beautiful scenery, and great fellowship. The only thing you need money for will be the vendors to eat. If you want to eat, bring you some money and support the vendors. The event is absolutely free. Just come and enjoy yourself. And it's for the Remembering Our Veterans Through Music concert. All right, guys, today the topic is homewreckers. You know them homewreckers, gosh. But the way I got it is through a thing on Facebook, TikTok, something, one of them, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, something. The little girl, teenager came and approached the dad's side piece and called her a homewrecker. And the dad said, it's not her, it's me. So who is really the homewrecker? Is it the mom? Is it the dad? Is it the side piece? Or the mom or the dad? You know, you never know because people do things. But anyways, I just told you guys about the things that's going on. So let's support each other. Let's support the things that's going on in our city, in our community, in our towns and stuff. If you have any shout outs or anything, call 256. If you want to call right now, you call 256-365-1000. But if you want to tell us anything, if you got any kind of announcements or anything, call 256-712-2887. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to do the birthdays. It's time for the birthdays. Let me get prepared. I'm sorry. Here we go.
It's my bird. It's my bird. It's my bird. It's my bird.
All right, guys, celebrity birthdays. That's kind of high. Celebrity birthdays on today, April the 24th. Cedric the Entertainer, Regan Gomez Preston, Kalani, Doc Shaw, Elisa Perry, and Derek Luke. Happy birthday, guys. Those are the celebrity birthdays. Facebook birthdays. Big shout out to my big homie, my bestie, John Black. Happy birthday, John. Michael Bodie. Happy birthday, Michael. Ronald Turner, Cortez Alexander, Tiffany Fuqua, Matt Jones, Stephen Cole. Happy birthday, guys. All right, those were the birthdays for today. I hope each and every one of you have a blessed birthday and enjoy your day. Even if it's raining, you can still have fun. All right, guys. In celebrity news, Sierra calls out her husband, Russell Wilson, for his campaign for baby number 5. She said he needs to stop. Sierra tired of pushing out them babies. But it says Sierra is reacting to her husband, Russell Wilson's campaign for another baby. The Body Party singer, 39, recently sat down with Access Hollywood to discuss everything from her career to family life. During the conversation, Sierra shared her thoughts on welcoming her 5th baby with her husband after he pleads on social media. I don't know. Sierra, she have them babies and she don't look like she done nothing after she have them babies. She be thicker than a snicker. She don't be fat. She be thicker than a snicker. And I mean, she lose it fast because when she was at I think it's Coachella with Megan the Stallion, she was just as small as Megan and she was popping it just as hard as Megan. So I'm just like this, and that might be why she looked like she never had not one baby. She said, "Let me tell you, someone needs to take my husband's phone right now because he needs to stop." And then she said, "No, but he is so funny. He has a great campaign going. I'm not gonna lie." She continued and said that people are joining her husband's side and agreed. And Sierra agreed, saying, "Yeah, the people are following Russ. They all are Team Russ. Like, wait, y'all not gonna have a little love and sympathy for my ovaries over here, for my uterus?" When Sierra met Wilson in 2015, she was already a mom to Future, her 10-year-old, from the previous relationship with rapper Future. He took her down through there. I think she loved him and he just loved women. After tying the knot in 2016, the couple welcomed daughter Cena Princess, 7. A year later, Sierra then gave birth to son Wynn Harris, 4, in 2020, and a daughter, Amora Princess, 16 months, in December 2023. Wilson first started joking about having a 5th baby with his wife last October when the singer shared a photo showed off in an all-black leather look paired with a gold line embellishment. "I'm ready when you are," the quarterback commented under the post. "We can call him Cinco." Well, go on, Sierra. If that's what you want to do, you go on and have them babies. Ain't nothing wrong with having babies. Go on, catch up with me. Have one more after the 5th one. All right, y'all. If you guys been watching American Idol, Jelly Roll is helping the judges pick. I think he helped them pick the top 14. I don't know if he's still on there or not. I don't really watch American Idol, but I have been watching the clippings that they show because Jamal Roberts know he can sing. That's who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Jamal. But Jelly Roll been on there. Jelly Roll lost a lot of weight, if you know Jelly Roll. But anyway, he speaks out after being recommended for pardon on robbery and drug charges. He expressed his gratitude after the Tennessee Board of Parole anonymously, and I know I mispronounced that word, voted to recommend the Lonely Road singer to be pardoned for crimes he committed in his youth. Jelly Roll may have gotten the favor he needed. The Tennessee Board of Parole anonymously, I can't even say that word. Y'all know what I mean. Voted to recommend a pardon for the Lonely Road singer in April the 22nd for crimes he committed over 20 years ago. The Associated Press reported the final decision to ultimately pardon Jelly Roll, real name, his government name, Jason D. Ford, lies with Governor Bill Lee, who can grant the pardon, grant a commutation to erase his criminal record or reject the pardon, according to NBC News. This was incredible. The Nashville native, who was sentenced to a year in jail after being convicted for robbery at the age of 17 and also convicted of a drug charge at the age of 23, told AP after the vote, "I pray this goes through, but today was special for me regardless." The state governor noted that Jelly Roll's pardon was not yet foregone. In conclusion, the reporting on Jelly Roll, "That's encouraging for his situation," Lee said, "but there are steps yet to happen in that case." With the pardon, Jelly Roll 40, who has long been open about his criminal past and often visit prisons and rehab centers on tour, will be able to more freely travel internationally when touring. So he hasn't been able to go certain places because of his past, I guess. He said he wanted to be an inspiration for people who now were I okay. He want to be an inspiration for people who are now where he used to be, to let them know that change is truly possible. The Grammy nominated artist who married to Bunny XO told the board, "One of the reasons I'm asking you for recommendation for this pardon is because I'm looking to take my message of redemption through the power of music and faith through the rest of the world." Currently, he explains, getting cleared to travel to Canada and countries abroad takes the team of lawyers and a mountain of paperwork to secure my entry into those countries. For Jelly Roll, who shares a daughter, Bailey, 16, with ex Felicia Beckwith, and Noah, 8, who he shares with ex Melissa Ann Cowell, his desire to travel internationally extends beyond furthering his tour capabilities. He's also expressed that he hoped to give back for decades to come. And man, he only got a year for robbery. I wonder what did he rob, because I know a lot of people that got life for robbery. That's amazing to me. But anyway, this is, I don't know what was going through this mom's mind, or whoever she was to this little boy. We'll find out. But a Miami woman accused of beating a 9-year-old with a pot over the way he washed dishes. Now, what kind of stuff is that? A woman is facing child abuse charges after allegedly beating a 9-year-old boy with a pot, causing a large cut to his head, a broken finger, among other injuries. The Miami Sheriff Department said at about 6 p.m. on April the 20th, officers responded to a home in 1300 block of Northwest 111th Street in Miami. A 9-year-old boy told the officers that the suspect, identified as 33-year-old Danielle Raymond, didn't like the way he washed dishes, and Raymond allegedly grabbed a pot and hit him in the head with it. This caused a large laceration to his scalp. The arrest affidavit said, then Raymond allegedly told the 9-year-old to place his hand on the kitchen table and struck it with the pot. That's horrible, causing a broken middle finger, the affidavit revealed. Following that action, Raymond allegedly continued to beat the boy with the pot, landing hits all over his body before kicking him in his stomach. Raymond was arrested at the home after being interviewed by the police and was charged with felony aggravated child abuse causing great bodily harm. She's currently in Turner Gulfport Night Correctional Center, officials say. So, excuse me. What I just want to know, what are you going through that's so bad that you have to hit a child, a 9-year-old, in the head with a pot because you don't like the way that he's washing dishes? If that be the case, why didn't you put on some gloves, or what have you, made some dishwater and wash the dishes yourself, or put them in the dishwasher, or whatever you got at your house? Because that just irritates me. What can a child possibly do to you to make you do that to them? And I don't know if that was him washing the dishes was a thing of punishment or what have you. It might just be one of his chores. But if she didn't like the way he was doing it, why not teach him how to do it? And maybe she was teaching him and he just still didn't do it the way she wanted it done. I feel like as long as the dishes is washed and clean, you shouldn't have a problem with it. But that's just crazy to me. I feel like adults just go through stuff. You go through stuff in life, and then the people closest to you be the one that catch it, catch your anger, catch your emotional distress, or what have you, your mental illness, whatever it is that's causing you to cause bodily harm to a child. That's that's just ridiculous to me. Well, anyway, guys, we had a show. I told you a lot. I hope you got something out of the show today. And think about them home wreckers. I mean, it ain't always the outside person. And my the way I feel, it's not always the outside person. Your husband or your wife could be the home wrecker. So y'all just keep that in mind. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I hope y'all tune in tomorrow with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. This is 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. Bye, y'all.
You to call myself. Oh, I'm gonna wish you well. Cause any girl that tried has failed. From the front to back, what is you feeling that? Put one hand up, can you repeat that? Tryna take my man, see I don't need that. So don't say something when you hear that. From the front to back, what is you feeling that? Put one hand up, can you repeat that? Tryna take my man, see I don't need that. Hey, 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 don't you violate me, 'cause I'ma make you hate me. If you decide to mess with my chum, you down to size, make you realize you done messed up this time. What is you feeling that? Tryna take my man, see I don't need that.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Check it out. Jesus.
us, the notorious just. Please us with your lyrical thesis. We just chillin', milk 'em, top billin', silkin', pure linen, me and Little C, Malibu sea breeze, dawn peas, palm trees, cats named Pablo and milked out Diablo. The williest, bitches be the silliest. The more I smoke, the smaller the silly gets. Room 112, where the players dwell, and stash more cash than Bert Fidel. Inhale, make you feel good like Tony. Dig up in your middle like Moni. Yeah. She don't know me, but she's setting up to blow me. Yeah. Try to style sliding off with a homie. Yeah. Escada Don Gata, player, stay splurging. Game so tight, they call it version.
Oh, I need to know where we stand. Do we share the special thing called love? I know I do. What about you? I just can't get enough of this time. Where you go? What do I do? I can't live without your love. Thinking of you makes me feel like I am the only one for you. Girl, I want to be with you. Oh, no one else, only you. Why can't we make it happen? Oh, baby, I need you in my life. Every time I'm with you, never wanted to come to an end.
Thought I told you that we won't stop.
Make me so happy. You'll always have a place in my heart. Where you go? What do I do? 'Cause I no one else. I need you in my life, oh baby. Why can't we happen? Oh baby, oh baby, I like.
Thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
And I need you. Be
I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Oh yes, I do.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I told you that we won't stop.
We're back with a vengeance. That's right, 105.9 Dothan, Alabama, the vibe.
Your love is wonderful, yeah, and I don't wanna lose you. So baby, soon as I get home.
You're listening to WMXV, St. Joseph, Tennessee, W286DV, 105.1 FM, Florence, Alabama, and WARB 700 AM, W290DG, 105.9 Dothan, Alabama.
Knox Media Group weather. Download our apps today. Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM, and WKAX 1500 AM. Currently 85 degrees. The forecast for this evening, cloudy and breezy, and the temp 77. Overnight, lots of clouds with some breeze, with a slight chance of rain. Temps about 72. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy and breezy. The temp about 84. Saturday, some cloud cover and windy. The temp 84. We are the Knox Media Group, Music Muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM and WKAX 15.
Buried outside of the Vatican walls, whereas most of the popes were buried within. He was like, nah, I want out of here.
He didn't want none of this pomp and circumstance.
Nope.
I want to be connected to them.
No. He was a dude. He was the people's pope.
He really was.
Well, Pope John was a people.
Well, but I think this guy, though, in particular, Pope Francis, though, remember, he caught a lot of criticism for his stances and speaking out about LGBTQ community. Yeah. You remember he was washing the prisoners' feet. They didn't like that. You know, he was hugging people.
Neither did my manicurist.
They didn't like that at all.
He no pay.
He's just a very human guy, you know.
He was.
Believed in the people, loved the people. And they didn't like it. Remember that the people, the other priests were upset because they were like, you're going to get rid of this desk and you don't need that and stop wearing these shoes and give me that jewelry. And I don't want that. They didn't like that at all.
Nope. And so, you know, the whole reason you want to be a pope is to get all that stuff. Yes, it is.
So you get all the
reason you want to be a pope is to wear fancy shoes and tell people what to do.
And wear them long robes. Yeah, I don't believe that.
I tell you, there is certainly a lot of power.
Oh, it's a lot of
That's
power.
very attractive to a lot of people. I never understood about the Pope with how they ride in those bulletproof Pope mobiles. Because if you're the holiest man on the face of the earth and something does happen, you go right to heaven. It seems like you hedging your bet. If you seem like you hedging your bet. If you're a fisher of men, right?
Yeah.
But you ride around that Pope mobile.
Yeah, that's true. You should at least have the faith to feel protected, right?
You're like,
he got me. I'm good.
We got stuff to do.
Yeah. You're like, I ain't trying to go no sooner than the Lord called me. Or maybe you don't believe everything you're saying.
Maybe.
Happy birthday to the one and only Cedric, the entertainer. Happy birthday today. I send this present.
Happy birthday. What'd you get him?
That's not your business.
Wow.
Happy birthday to Kelly Clarkson. Happy birthday to Barbara Streisand. Happy birthday to Chipper Jones. Happy birthday to Derek Luke. Happy birthday to Jaimin Hancho. Happy birthday to Shirley McLean. Happy birthday to Rogan Gomez Preston. She's Zariah.
McLean is gone, isn't she?
Reagan Gomez Preston.
Shirley McLean.
Hey, look, if Skip got her above the line.
She may have died recently.
I think she below
died
that.
the last couple years.
Literally and figuratively.
Well, I don't know. Skip, you better take a whack of Weezer and see where she's at right now.
Still a birthday.
Remember that?
Either way.
Yeah. Just posthumously. Perhaps.
Happy birthday, Eric Snow. Happy birthday to Phil Robertson or Doug Dynasty, the nut job. Remember that? Black people were so happy before. They didn't complain at all because they didn't get lynched. Are you crazy? It wasn't that they loved it. Happy birthday to John Paul Gaultier, the fashion designer. Happy birthday to Kalani, the singer. Happy birthday to Karen Clarkson. And happy birthday to the one and only Lucci Tyler Hughes.
Oh, happy birthday.
Hey.
Happy birthday. Shirley McLean is still here.
She's still here.
You tried to kill her.
Yeah, I did.
Tried to kill her.
I sure did. I was trying to take her out.
It isn't like you ever put somebody above the line that was below the line. Or below the line that was above the line.
That's why I did. You see, I didn't fight. I didn't.
Yeah.
90 years old.
Yeah, 90 years old, still making it happen.
Happy birthday.
He put Betty White below the line, she went.
She sure did.
All right, coming up this hour, Jasmine's going to tell us what's trending. I'm going to have a little note from the GED section right now. Here's Tony. It's the DL Hughley Show.
It feels good. Yeah. It feels good. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. It shows good. Moments that we share, special times alone, just don't ever change. 'Cause I'm so into you, and you know it feels good. Know that you're by my side. It feels good to know that you're there for me. It feels good to know that you always be around. It feels good to know you love me for me. So it feels good to me. The last night was so fun, loving 101. I was holding you so tight. Now I just might make you my wife. 'Cause you know it feels good to know that I'll It feels good to know that I can relax when I'm with you. It feels good to know I can It feels good having you around. It sure feels good to me. You know that I love you. You know that I want you. It feels good. You know that I need you. You know that I care. It feels good. It feels good.
Mercedes, the mellow, quite a nice fellow. Met 3T, hit a rhyme acapella. They had the rhythm and I had the rhyme. So then I hit it that one more time. It worked out and then they worked it in. Tony has done it again.
Feels good. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. I feel all in my hands. I feel all in my feet. I feel all in my bones. I feel all in my bones. I feel all in my feet. I feel all in my heart. I feel all in my soul. And it, you know, it feels good. Woo! Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Feel it, girl. Can you feel it? Come on. Can you feel it? Feel it, feel it, feel it. Come on. 'Cause I feel it, yeah. 'Cause I feel it. Come on. And I feel like this. I feel like
That was Tony. Feel by checking out the DL Hughley Show. .com or wherever you get your podcasts. We will be covering the day's top stories with what's trending in just a few minutes right after Teddy swims. It's the DL Hughley Show.
Are you even real? Or did I make you up? How could someone like you wanna give me love? Don't think I deserve it, but I can get enough. You're so beautiful, spiritual, more like a miracle. Part of me said that you might be invisible. Too good to be true. Tell me, are you in my head, or are you in my bedroom? Questions that I asked ever since I met you. Tell me, are you something from a dream or something that I made up? Questions that I ask every time I wake up.
You never do too much. Somehow you still enough for me. I can feel the rush, even when you slow dance for me. Looking at you laying right there. Are you from this world? I swear you're beautiful, spiritual. I just want you to know. Is it I pretend it's something I'm in real? I don't know what to think. If it's all a dream, I don't wanna wake up.
Are you made up in my head, or are you in my bedroom? In my bedroom. Questions that I ask ever since I met you. Tell me, are you something from a dream or something that I made up? Questions that I ask every time I wake up. Are you? What is trending?
Like the kid go. Jazz man.
Oh, what man?
Tell these good people what's trending.
Shannon Sharp's text messages. Yeah. Wow. And the audio. Now, of course, we already know the story about this chick who is suing him basically and saying that, you know, he did some things that he says he didn't do, just a shakedown. And allegedly, he offered to pay her off for $10 million. She wanted $50. But people on the internet are going nuts, you know, about this whole choking situation. And the fact that he said, I might choke you in public. A big black guy choke small white woman. Might be kind of cool. And she was like, it wouldn't be a good look. Yeah, and then I think there's some other text messages that
seems a little out of context.
Well, I mean, all of it is out of context because we only know the in between text messages. We don't know what came before or what came after.
Yeah, one thing for sure, it's a good thing Shannon ain't interviewing himself on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Real.
Yeah, a lot of people saying you don't want to hear this, but a lot of people saying Monique told him stay away from them young girls because she was allegedly 19 years old.
Let me tell you what, and isn't Club Shay Shay where everybody go to tell the truth?
Yep. Time for you to switch sides.
Good thing.
Get on the other side of the sofa.
It's a good thing Shannon ain't his own guest on Club Shay Shay.
But he would go viral.
Yes,
he would go viral, without question. Without question.
Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad you ain't interviewing you on Club Shay Shay?
That part.
They should let Cat Williams interview Shannon on Club Shay Shay.
That would be great. I'm not kidding. That would be great.
Yeah,
why don't
you let Cat Williams interview Shannon on Club Shay Shay? See how that go.
Speaking of seeing how that go, it's interesting to see what's going to happen between LeBron and Kevin Gates. Kevin can't get enough. He done went courtside and sat at a Lakers game.
I like Kevin, but this is clearly
getting out of he's picking.
This is some old.
But we've seen what happens when you pick with LeBron a little too much. He's gonna step to you. Now, I don't know if he'll step to Kevin Gates. I don't know, but the fact that he would go and try to stir the pot like that, I don't.
Oh, just be you.
Just giving the side.
LeBron's a billionaire playing ball. What you got to say to me? I ain't got. Hey man,
about my wife.
Stop.
Just be quiet.
Right.
Don't say.
And don't he know? You don't know. You sat on the front row. All LeBron has to do is tell security, get him out
to move you out,
and they'll move you smooth out.
Yeah,
I don't get. We don't need just. We don't need $2,700.
We don't need it. Take it. That's what's trending.
All right, coming up, we got a little note from the GED section. That's up in 15 minutes. It's the DL Hughley Show.
Warning! DL Hughley may cause uncontrollable laughter. Tune in and see for yourself.
Jaheim, he got Coolio hair and Alexander O'Neal's dental plan, doesn't he?
What happened?
What the boy can say.
Stay connected with DL Hughley and his crew on the DL Hughley Show podcast. Find us on urban1podcast.com and your preferred podcast app.
Hey, it is here already. Spring, I'm talking about. It's the perfect time to clean out the clutter in your house and personally, but it's also the perfect time to refresh your financial plan. And with everything going on, we all need a game plan there. So a friend recently told me that securing insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I want you to bump this up on your spring cleaning list and get it done. You don't want just any company for your life insurance. You want the experts. I recommend SelectQuote. SelectQuote has helped people save 50% or more by shopping the insurance carriers for you. Let them do all of the work. Check this out. SelectQuote found a 40-year-old guy, a $500,000 policy for only $18 a month. That is $18 a month to be able to protect your family. They even have a no medical same-day coverage option. Ask about that. Plus, quotes to SelectQuote are totally free and take only minutes. Do me a favor. Take a couple of minutes today to get your free quote. Call 1-800-705-3030. 1-800-705-3030. Once again, 1-800-705-3030. Or you can go to SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com. Details on the example rate at SelectQuote.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
For New Year's, I wanted to try Ozempic, Wegovy, or other GLP-1 medications everyone's talked about. I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text LIFT to 200-300 to get started this New Year's with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less. 100% online. Don't wait. Text LIFT to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text LIFT to 200-300. LIFT to 200-300.
Why can't you hear me? You seem so far away. Please don't stay astray. Teardrops just keep. My heart just keeps calling. Love will bring us back together forever. I want you near me. Why can't you hear me? You seem so far away. Please don't go astray. Falling. My heart just keeps calling. Love will bring us back together forever.
Turn me on. Won't you come on home? 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 Turn me on. Once we were together, our love was truly true. Now we're far apart. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I just want you near me. Why can't you hear me? You seem so far away. Please don't stay astray.
Teardrops just keep falling. My heart just keeps calling. Love will bring us back together forever. Turn me on, won't you come on home? 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 Turn me on. I just got you in me. Right here, can't you hear me? You seem so far away. Can't stay straight. Teardrops just keep falling from my eyes. My heart just keeps calling. I love you, baby. Love, love, love.
You're listening to the DL Hughley Show. You're hanging with DL Hughley and the crew. We're just getting warmed up in here. Stay locked in because we've got plenty more real talk and laughs coming your way. It's the DL Hughley Show. And we're back.
Peace up, A-Town. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Usher, usher.